Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam here from D&D Creative Table Designs, bringing you another adventure table idea. And this one here was inspired by the original classic module, The Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh. The Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh. And actually what prompted me was a friend of mine on Instagram, Inked Mage. And if you're not following him, you really should be if you're into terrain. Inked Mage on Instagram did a series of covers of classic D&D modules recreated using 3D terrain, which I thought was fantastic. He did Keep on the Borderlands and a few other ones, and he did the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. And so it kind of put a bug in my head about what I could do for that classic module. Now, I don't have the module anymore because that was, 40 some odd years ago, but I still remember the basics of it, which was there's supposed to be an old haunted house up on a hill, and then of course there's a basement that you go down, and in that it leads to a sea cave, and then out in that sea cave there's a way to go out into the ocean, and there's a ship there, and on the ship is some pirates and stuff. So I wanted to see if I could build that entire experience. So what I did using overwhelmingly WxWxH products was first thing I did was I created the manor itself. In order to give it some elevation, I used I think I've got one over here my Todd Tiles that I'll link below and that I've been made available free. These are STL files, and all it is just 4 by 8 by 2 inch bricks, essentially 3D printed, or 4 by 4 by 2 bricks. There's two different sizes, and you just stack them on one another in order to create elevation quickly and easily, like I did here. In order to create a second and third floors for the mansion. And then how it looks out on the other side obviously is like this. You can see that here there's a walkway from the outside that leads some stairs going up that leads to a second floor. There's a basement down here below, and then there's your second floor that's here. Got some adventurers exploring around, and then there's stairs going up to the third floor. And then I decided there's a bedroom over here, and I put another doorway into a turret going up into a fourth floor that the players could explore in. So this is all made possible by the WxWxH town and village tiles and my freely available what I call Todd tiles. Just download the links and print them out on your printer and your 3D printer, and you're good to go. As many as you need, and rock and roll. So that's the idea for the abandoned house itself, the haunted house that's up on the hill, just roughly reimagined from memory from 40 years ago. And then of course there was the sea cave, and so for the sea cave I decided to use the caverns tiles from WxWxH, and these are great for that. But I'm also using the elevation bricks just in order to create that second level, to create a feeling of depth inside the caves themselves. What I really need to do is have some more repainted up. These are painted up, your basic brown color. What I need to do is paint some more up in the same color as the caverns tiles, and it'll blend more smoothly. But for now, it's good enough. The muted brown, gets the point across well enough. And so inside there's of course a secret door that leads out of the basement itself. And then into the cave, and in the cave, if I remember the module correctly, there was like a wizard and some pirates that were down there, and I believe there was some lizard folk that were hiding around in there as well. I think they were doing some kind of an arms deal or something. I could be wrong. This is like 40 years ago, memorizing the module. So, and then I did throw a few extra Monster Fight Club rocks in here. Those things are fantastic. I love those. Threw those in, just put them on the edges and give a little feel for the cave itself. I am using the WxWxH battle mats. This is their Plains mat, Icons of the Realms Plains mat, which does have hexes on them. And the surface of it is kind of a felt. It's different than any of the other mats that I have. It actually works out pretty good because your minis don't really slide around, and there's no glare like there is with the vinyl mats. So those work out great. And then the other mat is also the WxWxH Icon of the Realms Oceans mat. And it's got a really cool texture to it. At first, I wasn't too keen on it. But after I started putting some stuff on it, it really does a great job of looking like the water is in motion. So And then I have their falling star ship that I have, and just pop that on there. And then with some of the rocks, I put some dowel stuffing. So like there's ocean waves that are splashing up against the dowel stuffing, and to help give that motion effect on a relatively still table. And then of course you just throw some little sea life in there just for heck of it. I have a few orcas swimming around, and then I've got a big shark out there swimming also. And of course there were the pirates that are on board the vessel itself that are doing the arms deal or whatever treachery they are planning in that 40-year-old module. But there it is. That is the Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh, and I want to thank Ink Mage for doing his covers of classic D&D modules, because that's really what reminded me of this one and inspired me to give this a go. Pretty happy with how it turned out, and it was a lot of fun to build, to be honest with you. So again, if you're interested in getting your own Todd tiles, you can just download them for free and either print them or give the files to a printer who has a 3D printer and print out as many as you want. I'll put the link below. And the rest of this is mostly it's WizKids and a couple of Monster Fight Club stuff. So be sure to check all those guys out as well. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think of the content. And I will talk to you later. See you next adventure. Take care. Bye.